Hello and a very warm welcome to all of you who are joining us on www.thepapare.com, Dialog TV Channel 1 and My TV, and it's with absolute pressure that we welcome you to the opening game of Dialog Rugby League 2017, and joining with me in commentary is Paul Michael Toya. Welcome, Paul.
Thanks, Sudarshana, and welcome viewers. Welcome to the beginning of the season. It's an exciting time in Sri Lanka. We've been waiting for a couple of months. There's been lots going on before the season starts, player movement, players joining other clubs, new coaches coming in and being involved. Today we get to see what CH are going to bring along to the competition. They've got a whole lot of new players and a whole lot of new talent, and they've even got players coming out of retirement to join in, so that's going to be exciting for them to see what they can do against Kandy.
Two skippers on your screens, Rohit Rajapaksha from CH&FC and Gayan Weeraratne, the veteran, heading Kandy this season. It's going to be very interesting because CH&FC, like Paul mentioned, have been blasted up with some very good talent coming in, schoolboy talent as well as a lot of players who've come from all over the club league. Plenty of players coming in from Navy Sports Club, crossing over to CH&FC, and also players like Henry Terrence, like you mentioned, coming out of retirement to don CH&FC. And this evening, 31 Celsius is the temperature, partly cloudy, although it started drizzling just now. So perfect conditions for 15s weather rugby.
It is perfect conditions for 15 rugby. If a little bit of rain comes, it won't be a bad thing. It'll probably even the teams up. So that might be a factor at the moment. There's not really any wind to talk of. You can see the flags going a little bit left to right as you're looking from the screen viewer, but as I said, there's no real wind to talk of. It's a bit muggy. There's a little bit of heat in the air, but if the rain comes, then that should cool everything off as well.
It's actually great to see CH&FC getting another life in this league, because remember last 2-3 years they've been very non-competitive. It was a matter of whether it will be more than 100 or less than 100 whenever they played, but this time around they've come out wanting to make a statement, because they have some very big names and also a steady coach in Tulagisi Tavita Laga, who knows the system, who knows Sri Lankan rugby, and who knows Kandy Sports Club very well as well.
Yeah, that's right. Look, Laga will bring a lot of experience to the table here for this club, and he'll need to as well, because what they've got here is they've got a whole lot of individuals who have been brought into the club, and what he needs to do is he needs to gel them together, and that's what he's very good at. Like wherever he goes, he manages to get the team to start playing as a team. The question is, has he had enough time to be able to do that now? We know that Kandy had a very good pre-season. They've played some international sides. They've been together for a while. They've just gotten back their sevens players back in the last couple of weeks. So that's a little bit of a disruption, but that's the same for everyone. So it'll be interesting to see how both teams gel as they move into their first game.
Absolutely, and Kandy has been a little wanting in the previous seasons in the opening game, and especially when they travel down to Colombo. So CH will be hoping that they can exploit those weaknesses, if at all Kandy has those weaknesses, although they've had a very good pre-season like you mentioned this year. And the only change, only big miss that I see in that Kandy lineup is last season's skipper Roshan Weeraratne, their number 9, not taking part in this competition due to injury. So that's going to be some area that CH can exploit, would be the hope. But who comes in? Which Srinath Surya Bandara comes in as the replacement scout.
Yeah, look, you've got to make sure you watch Surya. If you give him half a gap, he's straight through it. And he was so electric for Sri Lanka in the sevens. So they'll have to make sure they close up those channels around the ruck. But his service isn't quite as good as last year's skipper. So there's areas there that totally different players, obviously. So there's areas there that are strengths and weaknesses in this play. But look, as I said, really it's just about how CH&FC are going to gel together to see how competitive they are. We know they've got talent there. One thing is having 15 individuals, but you need 15 individuals to start playing as one team.
Absolutely, and also last year, like we spoke, Paul, CH&FC, the opening game was 96 points to 0, just 4 points shy of a century scored. This time around, they are I'm sure they won't let Kandy run away like that, because they will bring some game to it as well. Season opener, they will also want to make a statement about the season that they are going to compete in.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Look, 96 points. I'm sure there's a lot of Sri Lankan batsmen that would take 96 against their name at the moment. But I don't think we're going to get anywhere near 96 points today. No, maybe combined, both teams will have 96 points. But they've got such an attacking backline, Kandy. If they really hit their stride, they can really kick away. I don't expect them to score that many points, though.
Absolutely, but don't forget the Kandy forwards as well. They are one of the best units in the country at the moment. They've gotten the likes of Ashan Darling and Ganuka Dissanayake, who were playing for the Park Club, Havelock Park, to Kandy as well. So it's Gloucester sit up and the experienced Damit Dissanayake in the middle. So that's a lot of experience that Kandy has in their forwards.
Yeah, that's right. They do have a lot of experience there. But what I've noticed last year, what I noticed last year is that what Kandy had is they had their forward pack were very big. They weren't very mobile and they got stuck a little bit around the ruck. So if you can move the ball left and right of them, then you can do well.
Opening ceremony, and ex-president Honorable Mahinda Rajapaksa being the chief guest of this CH&FC home game, which is the season opener. He'll know most of these boys. He was a very ardent fan of Sri Lankan rugby, with the three sons turning out to be the rugby players they are. Two of them taking part in this game as well. Yoshita Rajapaksa and Rohit Rajapaksa, who's the skipper of the CH&FC team. This is a little bit like Nelson Mandela getting in to the South African jersey and wishing the All Blacks, isn't it?
Well, I'm not sure if he's uniting the nation like Nelson did, but look, it's a great occasion here. It's a nice way to mark the beginning of the season. The players will just be eager to get the game started, I think. You wait the whole pre-season, you talk about what's going to happen, you think about how things are going to work out for you. You might be starting, you might be on the bench, who knows? And finally, we're just minutes away from the ball being kicked off, the whistle being blown for the beginning of the season. So all of the players will just be wanting that to begin.
Let's quickly run through the team cards. For CH&FC, we have a very good name: Satya Ranatunga, Pulasti Randira, Henry Terrence, Matisha Senadira, Sajit Saranga coming back from retirement again, Sasank Aryaratna, and also Yoshita Rajapaksa, who's making the 8 with. We have Faris Ali as the halfback, Rohit Rajapaksa, the skipper, playing outside half with the number 10 jersey. Lee Kegel and Shula Susanta, very formidable centre combination there. Hashan Madhuranga Kiria, as he's known well from Navy Sports Club. And we have Johan Pereira, I beg your pardon, Samuel Madhuanta, schoolboy kicking sensation, whose dream was to play for Kandy Sports Club, starting off his club season playing for CH&FC against Kandy Sports Club. And on the other side, the man with the ball, Fasil Marija. When Madhuanta starts off his club rugby career, Fasil Marija kicking off his final season for Sri Lanka. And that's the start of the Dialog Rugby League 2017. Folks, we invite you to be with us and join us throughout the series, as ThePapare.com will be bringing you action all over. And Kandy straight away turning the ball over inside the 22. They're making their intentions clear.
Yeah, look, they just tried to muscle up there, and the kick was a wobbly old one, wasn't it, to start off with, but they managed to get inside the 22. I'm surprised that the lethargy from CH, I thought they would have attacked that a little bit harder and taken the ball to ground. And I thought Kandy got away with just wrapping up the, looked like the tackle might have been a little bit high and players attacking their neck and head. Referee plays on.
First scrum for Kandy, and Udangamu straight away marches through, and Kandy gives away the first penalty of the season to CH&FC. Welcome to the game, Samuel Madhuanta. Straight away, he will have to get his team to a decent position from inside his own 22 meters.
Look, the hooker Bandara just came in there and straight off his feet and diving as he took out that man. Samuel not making touch. Schoolboy error from the schoolboy, or ex-schoolboy.
That's not the start he must have wanted. Good pressure coming in from CH, but not managing to hold on to the ball. So, like I said, Kandy guilty of going off their feet. It was just like a plane landing.
Yeah, that's right. It was a plane landing instead of a plane taking off. What that says to me is that they're willing. They've come with a lot of passion, and they're just flying into the first contact. Any players that are watching out there, if you know you're going to be that emotionally involved in the game, first of all, you just try and calm yourself down and make sure that you just execute your skills so that you don't give away a penalty early on. Kandy to put the ball in first scrum of the game, or second scrum of the game.
Valuable words from an experienced coach coming in there for all you young viewers and the players of the game. That's a brilliant touch kick. Fazil Marija. The referee will bring play back for the penalty. Marija has spotted that advantage was playing on his side.
Unable to see what that one was for. If we could see a replay, we might be able to see where the infringement came. But there's no indication or hand signals there from the ref, so difficult for a budding commentator.
That's a pretty decent touch from Fazil Marija. Damit Disanaika will get the first opportunity to throw the ball into the first line out of this game. Kandy, like we spoke before, have a very good set of forwards. A few sevens players in the mix, as we said. Jason Disanaika loses the ball during the line out, and Yoshita Rajapaksa pounces on it. Now Sasankari Ratna, big boy, used to play center for CH&FC, has moved into the forward pack. Good tackle coming in from Kandy Sports Club, but CH&FC holding their own. They need to build faces. Satya Ranatunga, former sailor, loses the ball in the contact. And Kandy straight away pouncing on a brilliant offload from Disanaika to Dangamua, who takes the ball into contact. Dimitri Vijayatunga is out there. Big hit by him, double tackle. Still on his feet, finally brought down. And CH will be penalized for coming in from the side. CH&FC is impressive early in the early exchanges with their defensive effort. They're holding their ground as well, so that's something to look out for.
Yeah, look, but forwards in the first couple of contacts, there's a whole lot of Maori side steps going on, so no one's actually trying to move the ball or move into space. They're just trying to take the contact. As you might imagine in the beginning of the season, lots of players going into contact. The ball's not quite as secure, so you're seeing a lot of ball popping out. And also the ball's not as coming back as securely as halfbacks would like. We've seen the halfback from CH, Ali, he's a little bit ponderous. He was just looking around to look for his runners, and he took a little step before he passed, and he'll want to make sure he increases the speed of his ball delivery to his backs so that they can have as much opportunity as possible.
Vijay Singh gets the opportunity to get the first points of the season. Highest point scorer last season. And that's a good kick right through the middle. That will be the first points of Dialog Rugby League 2017. Tilna Vijay Singh, man from Kandy, putting in the 3 points.
It was a great kick, wasn't it? 42 metres or so out, almost straight in front. A little bit like a Quade Cooper set up there at the beginning of his kick, but Quade Cooper or not, it was straight through the middle. 3 points to Kandy to start off with.
Madhuanta to restart, so Kandy straight away getting on the scoreboard. First to get on the scoreboard in the opening affair. Not cleanly collected, and Surya Bandara. Luckily, it just hit his foot, said the referee. No hands involved was the call, so Kandy retained possession. Disanayak acting halfback. Feeds off to Dimitri Vijayatunga. Surya Bandara wanting the forwards to rally around and close the spaces. Puts in a box kick. Too far, says Paul. So yes, it was too far. And fly off on fly off, and the older, much experienced one gets away. And that time, Rohit Rajapaksa was no match to Fazil Marija. Right on the money there.
Yeah, and look, the referee just saw someone from Kandy coming in the side. So here's Samuel, this is his third kick he's had in the first 7 minutes. You want to make sure this one's on the money. That's much better. Look, he'll have nerves, just like all the other debutants this weekend, but he's got such a big part to play for CH&FC, doesn't he, this year? He's such a great kicker, and I'm sure he'll rise to the occasion.
Absolutely, and something that he was criticised on was his defence, and having a chat with Laga earlier, he said he puts his heart out. So that's what you want to see as a coach from your players as well. And Samuel Madhuanta will be looking to make a statement. Messed up his first one. And this time around, CH forwards penalised. Kandy will be looking to get into the CH half. They have the firepower in Fazil Marija. There are plenty of kickers who can get them across. Tilna Vijay Singh, Nigel Ratwat. That's going to be interesting.
Well, CH and FC, look, they want to clean up that line out. They competed well in the first line out that Kandy had. They want to do the same again. Kandy have gone straight to a short line out, so there's only 3 in the line out. 1 jumper.
Shan Patrina, no problem there. But loses the ball in contact. He dummied the CH jumper like it was so simple.
Yeah, that's right. Look, that's taking it straight back to basics. I would have thought that after having such a long pre-season, maybe 3 or 4 months, they might have a little bit more up their sleeve as far as line-outs are concerned. They're at their second line-out. They're going to a short line-out straight away. Generally, what forwards coaches like to do is they've got like 3 or 4 options. They want to make sure, see how those options are going to go against quality opposition. And then if it doesn't work out, they fall back. They're a great scrum there by Kandy. Looked like a boot came through and might have just taken out the number 8.
That was a close call. It was Shan Patrin who rushed through. Maybe it was his boot that made contact on that player's face, but it was completely not intentional. I mean, Patrin wouldn't want to do that earlier on in this game, and there's no need for it.
Yeah, the interesting point there was the way that the CH, their scrum just sort of folded. It looked like it was going up in the middle. It looked like there wasn't enough weight coming through from the second rows, and also that the front row, they weren't strong enough in their back, but it looks like the boys are working pretty hard here to make sure that player's safe. It's Dilshan.
Really unfortunate, Dilshan Chatara having to be stretched off. We hope everything's okay though, because this is not what you want to see earlier on. At the start of the season, first game, just 10 minutes into the first half.
So interesting here that CH, they need a leader here to stand up and get their boys and gather them in together. You don't want all your players to be gathered around the injured player. You let the medical staff do their job, and then what your job is to gather your team together and refocus them, make sure they stay on job. You don't want your team to be thinking about the player that's injured. It's an accident. Everyone wants him to be well. Everyone wants him to make his way off the field safely, but what the leaders of the team now need to do is take them away from that situation.
There's a lot of blood. There's a lot of blood that's in there. We really do hope that he's all right and he will be fine. Doesn't look good. Look at the medics. And now, like you said, the leaders need to gather up the players, fire them out, play for the player who's leaving, Dilshan. Play it for him. He's already shed blood for your team, so gather around the fact that he's been made to go out and make sure that you avenge his injury from Kandy through points and through a good performance.
Well, look, all I'd be saying if I was out there, all I'd want my leaders to be saying is that we have a job to do in the next time we have the ball. Just do your job. At scrum time, forwards, I want you to do your job. Front row need to do their job firstly. Second row need to do their job. That's good scrummaging. They need to set a good platform so the ball can come out the back. So that tight five that can't hold the scrum up, cause the ball to come out quickly, number 8 jumps on it. All of those players should be feeling that now. So what they need to do instead of using emotion in this situation is actually just come together and remember why they play and remember what they have to do next.
Absolutely, there go wise words coming in and coming back to Dilshan. Seems like he's gotten a split around his mouth or the lips. That's where the ice pack's kept there. And we really do hope that he's all right.
Yeah, look, it looked like from first contact would have come from a boot onto his head. From the way he was, the lack of movement that I saw when he hit the ground, it looked like he might have been knocked out. But look, you have any cut anywhere on your head and it's going to bleed profusely. What you don't want is you don't want all your players to be standing around and looking at one of your players bleeding. If you notice there, viewers, or anyone who was at the stadium, Kandy, straight away, they all went away together. They didn't look at the injured player. They concentrated on themselves. That's exactly what CH should have done as well. But now they've got an opportunity. Now they need to refocus. Maybe they're going to have a scrum to be reckoned with now.
Number 20, Lakshita Kanchana has replaced the injured Dilshan with R.V. Ratna, Sasank R.V. Ratna moving to the number 8 position. Udangamo straight away breaking free and Surya Bandara kick and chase. Luckily for CH&FC, it rolls out onto the wrong side. Otherwise, Surya Bandara was good as gone.
Yeah, look, you give them half a gap and that's the sort of meters he made. So they went from being just inside their own half, just being well over the, well inside the 22. So that's what I was talking about, the focus that Kandy had there. They were just focusing on what they had to do. Great line there from Lee Kegel.
Kegel, the experienced campaigner, straightening things up. Good contact there and made sure that he held on to the ball. Ali kicks from the base and Tilna Vijay Singh is right underneath. He should return the flavor and he does. Good up and under. But that was not very well collected. Gifting it back to Kandy. Suiru Anthony was very happy to collect it. Wilbur acting scrum off. Wilbur making a start after a lapse of 2 years. Very interesting to see what he will bring onto the table as skipper Veeraratna puts in a small grabber. Wanting Rishit Dharmapala to chase at it, but it was a little too short. And we have another line out for CH&FC earlier as well. CH, the throw was overshooting. Luckily, Yoshita Rajapaksa managed to get his hands on that. So they need to address that issue that they have with the line out.
Yeah, look, there's lots of little issues here that CH need to address. But what I do want to point out is Weerasinghe's kick there, the return kick there from fullback. The distance was perfect, the time in the air was perfect, and that's why CH were unable to collect it, because he put in a position where it was very competitive for him to get through on the ball, and that's why they were in the position then. That's why they got the ball back.
Free kick awarded to CH&FC. Lee Kegel wants them to rush. Through experience, he knows that urgency is going to win you matches, especially against Kandy. You need to show that urgency. We still have a slight drizzle that's watering the park. And interestingly, CH&FC opting for a scrum. They are not going to go down without a fight. They have two very heavy and experienced front rows, Ranatunga and Terence.
Yeah, look, let's have a look at the scrum here. The scrums they could be a little bit lower at the front for CH. See, their hips are just a little bit too high on this near side, and that means that there's a chance that they can hinge. So if they just drop their hips down a little bit and straighten their back, that might be an area where they can do better. But I'm a back, and I'm telling a front rower how to scrummage. So take it with a grain of salt, front rowers.
But again, remember, earning the penalty straight away. Damit Disanaika guilty of putting his leg up, says the referee. Remember, Terence and Ranatunga are vastly experienced front rowers, and they are going up against Kandy Disanaika and Ashad Darling, who are comparatively a little younger. And when you're in those front row contacts, a little bit of black art, they call it, that goes along, which can put pressure on the youngsters.
Yeah, that's right. Look, I'm sure there's little conversations when their heads are in close to each other, when the two scrums come together, and they'll be giving the young players just a little bit of a hurry up.
And also reminding them that they've been doing it before you stepped out from school. So make sure that you get your scrum right, getting inside their head. Again, an overshot throw collected by Ranatunga. Looked like a set ploy there. Otherwise, I wouldn't want Ranatunga to be at the back of my line out.
So here, look, even though CH&FC have still got the ball, the delivery from the halfback's just a little bit too slow, and it gives the defence that's rushing a lot of opportunity to get over there. And you saw then how much pressure they were under. They're lucky to get one pass away. It's a little backward overhead kick there. Interesting. Managed to hold on to the ball. It's a game of volleyball. Ali puts it down into the 22 there. It's a nice raking kick outside. Kandy have no problem with that. And there's a little defensive chip there. You don't see that very often, do you? A defensive chip, two players back, and was really poorly cleaned up there by Kandy and CH. Look, they look like they're a little bit more urgent here now.
Unnecessary there by Vijay Singh. He had plenty of time to pick that out, but tried to be a little too cheeky coming on the outside, trying to create something, trying to run from coast to coast. But CH this year is not going to have any of that. They put pressure, and they've earned themselves a very good chance. This is the closest they've come to the Kandy try line. They'll be hoping for a very good line out, and from there to kickstart, because we haven't seen their backs in motion properly still. We have a very good center pairing right in the middle. Leek Eagle and Chula Susanta, both of them very experienced, played for the national team and have been a center pairing at Navy as well. Madhuwant on the outside. So let's see what this line out will turn out to be.
Well, as I said earlier, the delivery's just too slow from 9, so those backs out on the outside, they're just not having an opportunity because it's not going through the hands. Either the 10's going to have to drop back and take the ball a little bit deeper, or the 9 is going to have to have a better delivery. But CH&FC still have a man down.
And that's the 9 we're talking about, who's down. Is he? Yes, Ali. It's the man down, already having a small niggle just above his knee. And that is a change, and Pyum Jayasinghe, this boy was one of those names that was spoken of just when he came out from college. Josephian, played for Police Sports Club as well, and a very good sevens player. So I think, Paul, your concern of the quick delivery will be addressed out here, because Pyum Jayasinghe has that experience, and also like Surya Bandara, he's one of those snippy scrum halves who likes to attack that short gap which is created around the rucks as well. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, look, I think what they need to do, because the ball's being so untidy at the back of the rucks, he just needs to clear the ball. So passing off the ground's probably what he could do to start off with. He won't need to be nippy around. They just clear the ball out as quickly as they can. That might give them an opportunity to spread out the defence. And then once they've done that, holes will open up on the inside.
CH&FC earning advantage. They still have the ball with them. Yoshida Rajapaksa holding on to it. Players joining in. Satya Ranatunga going to... It was Henry Terence who was bundled out to touch. But they have the advantage, CH&FC. Wanting to take it quickly. They were looking for a ball. Now they have two in the grounds. Making way. Kandy guilty of bringing that ball down. Pulling it down, says the referee. So very, very interesting here.
So tactically, if you go for the line out again, you put the ball into the corner and you come for a 5 metre line out, and you go again, Kandy pull it down again a second time in the red zone, then they're ripe for a yellow card. So tactically, this is a very sound move, and I'd expect them to go for another driving maul. This would be an area where you could do something like it. Look like you're going to throw to 6, then do a quick move at the front, because Kandy, I'd imagine, will set up to defend a driving maul.
Absolutely. They'll be in two minds. Sean Lemma definitely not jumping, and it goes to 4. Good setup again, but Sohir Anthony was on the ground and pulled the band down, gets away from the referee. He was clearly off his feet, Anthony. CH&FC still with possession, 5 meters to travel. Good ball coming in on the short side. Henry Terence taking the ball to contact. He has to roll away. Wilbur manages to wiggle his way through. Good tackle coming in. Bad body position in taking that ball. Kandy safe around the rocks. Sajid Saranga taking the ball forward. Pyum Jayasinghe still looking at the short side, but he should focus on the long side, the open side. They have plenty numbers. Kandy is committing a lot of them inside. Now Kandy has fanned out. And Lee Kegel spills it away, but CH&FC has advantage, and referee takes them forward. Pyum Jayasinghe, short tap. Quickly given out to the replacement, Lakshita, who takes the ball to the ground. Saranga now, who almost lost his shots. PG-13 here, folks.
Well done there by Kandy. They managed to steal the ball. There was not enough players from CH&FC to clear out that ball, and now Kandy's just trying to set a platform so they can clear. They'll take one more hit up. I'd imagine they'll look to either kick from 9 or kick from 15. Singer kicks out and he manages to get the ball out to the 22. That's well defended. There was a little unlucky there by CH&FC. Pants came down and it looked like the players were blinded.
Seems like it was old man Terence who had his pants around his knees.
Look, he's such a strong man, though. They were struggling to drag him down, actually, and he was standing up, but the pants couldn't handle it. And they were very unlucky there. I thought it looked like they were going to go in there, but Kandy done well to hold them out. It looked like the ball was there open. The player came over the top, and I saw him look at the referee and say, "Is that fine, referee?" The referee, Dinker, said, "That's okay."
Oh, that time Pyum Jayasinghe definitely did not expect Saranga to tap that ball. He expected him to collect it and set up for a maul. Seems like that was the call, but he had to be ready to collect that ball.
Yeah, look, I don't think that was the move because he had no lifters there. He wasn't even meant to jump, so the ball came to him when it wasn't meant to come to him. I think it was meant to go to the man in front of him, so the first pod was going to be the lifting pod that was going to take the ball. Unlucky by the halfback there, but you've got to be alert, as you said. They're nippy, they're close to the ground. They've got to have great hand-eye coordination as a halfback, and he's just got to be ready for that.
Surya feeding and gives it to Wilbur, who's brought down by Sasankari Ratna from CH&FC. Surya Bandara now to Shehan Patirana. Patirana takes 2 people to the ground now. Vijay Singh putting in a kick. Madhuanta ushers it out to the touchline. Did very well not to get his hands on the ball because he would have been compelled to play the ball then. Under pressure from Kandy as well. Vijay Singh spotting that Madhuanta wasn't close to the area. He wasn't closing that gap. Tried exploiting it.
Yeah, look, if I was CH&FC, I would have liked to have seen them play on a little bit quicker. Line outs at the moment doesn't seem to be their strength, so it'd be better just to get the ball in, start playing with the ball. They've got such experienced centres as well, so centres will know that if a player kicks to the far side, then it's the fullback and the wingers that go and get that ball, and the centres, their job is to spread to the other side so they can counter-attack with some width. Kandy take the ball up here into contact.
Disanaika, Ganako Disanaika, strong run from the prop forward to Dimitri Vijayatunga. And that is a big run by the big man. Veeratna gives it out. Inside ball to Vijay Singh. Very well marked by Lee Kegel. Still in the offing for Kandy. CH managing to hold on to the ball. Very good clean-up work by Kandy. But there was no one to collect that available ball. CH now need to get out of jail. Opts to go to their hooker Pulasti. Madhuanta at the back. Good pass coming in under pressure. A thumping kick goes to Tilna Vijay Singh, who has no problem collecting it. Wilbur gives it to Richard Dharmapala. Dharmapala with a kick and chase. Good kick coming in, and Dharmapala put in pressure and does very well. Brilliant work by Dharmapala, and now the ball is being taken inside their own try line, held up, says the referee. Brilliant work by Richard Dharmapala that time.
Yeah, look, the great work by Richard Dharmapala there was about space recognition. You saw him look up, he found the space, he saw where he needed to kick, and he kicked it to that place. He is quick, he's not the quickest, but he is quick. But what he did there is he recognised where to put the ball, and he did it. And that's the reason why they, instead of being at the halfway line where they caught the ball, they're now right up 5 metres away from the try line.
And absolutely, Paul, he recognised the space, kicked it there, and also backed it up with good defensive work. He rushed to the man, went and committed himself to make the tackle, and he was right back on his feet to tackle the next player, who was Rohit Rajapaksa, who collected that ball as well. Putting pressure on CH&FC. Now Kandy. Can they collect their first try? 29 minutes into the first half. 3-0 is the score. It largely has been due to scrappy play like what we are witnessing now. Kandy gifting away the scrum to CH&FC. At least an advantage to CH&FC. Free kick advantage given.
Yeah, so the referee's saying that it came in on an angle. The one of the props coming in on an angle. It's a little short arm penalty, so a magnificent kick there. Magnificent kick. A little tap, takes 1 metre and then kicks over the 50-metre line. You know, that's a fantastic kick. That's a way to get yourself out of, get your team out of trouble. And those forwards will be looking back to Samuel and saying, thanks, buddy. Thanks for getting us up here.
Absolutely, absolutely brilliant kick by Samuel Madhuanta. Lee Kegel, on the other hand, he was a little excited on that kick. He just thought that Richard Dharmapala might have had his hand just before the ball traveled outside. That's the enthusiasm that you need to see from your experienced players running around in the park. Damit Disanaika, that was a good throw, but not cleanly collected by Patirana. CH now with a chance to counter-attack. Kegel, step and go. Veeratna missed that tackle. You don't see Veeratna missing many tackles. Now Saranga. They have to recycle CH&FC. Rohit Rajapaksa, that was a pass to forget by him. Feel bad for the person who collected that pass. He could have gone very worse for him. CH&FC earning a penalty for the player losing his balance in that ruck. But like you mentioned, Paul, yes, the Kandy defenders did look like they were miles ahead of the last foot and they were offside. So Kandy have their own problems to address.
Yeah, they do have their own problems to address, but they do have an advancing defensive line. So they're putting pressure on the 9 and the 10, and you saw the pressure, what happens with the pressure. Your skills drop away a bit, and normally a 10 will be able to pass from left hand to right hand easily, but that time the pressure that came was too much. But last feet is where the defensive is where the offside line is, and Kandy aren't giving last feet to the opposition here.
CH with the line out. Was not pretty, but they managed to collect possession. Pyun Jai Singh had a little bit of a niggle. Now Kandy trying to rush things, and inexperienced Madhuanta fell right into the trap. Arviratna, that was a good straightening run, but lost possession unfortunately, gifting it to Kandy. Kandy now with a counter. Surya Bandara to Vilvera, offloads. Now the Sanayaka. That was a very messy pass. Vijay Singh luckily manages to get away from 2 defenders and gives it out to Dharmapala. Dharmapala has space, 1 man to beat, has support as well. Inside out, goes into the man, good run by Dharmapala, and he has support right behind him. There will be a penalty coming up. Scrum half taken before he could get to the ball. Kandy with advantage now. Ashan Darlin goes in, offloads to Anthony. Anthony to Dimitri. Good continuity of play. Veeratna, and will this be... When will he stop scoring? Danushka Ranjan leaves where he starts off where he left in the 7th circuit. Gets the first try of the Dialog Rugby League. And this was the first time I saw Danushka Ranjan touching the ball, and he scores the try.
Yeah, look, he took the ball into heavy contact just down in front of us earlier, but that was all about CH not being able to get back and set a good defensive line there. They were struggling to get numbers back. They were struggling to form a line. It was very disjointed. But the last pass to Ranjan, I'm not sure who it was, but the skipper who we're at now, he managed to draw 2 players towards him. He just held the pass, delayed the pass, and just put the player through the gap. Now that, viewers, is just class. That's pure class, being able to delay the pass that long. Young players, what they do is as soon as they see numbers in front of them, they try and shift the ball as quickly as you can. What he does, he held on to the ball just a touch longer, and if we get to see the replay, we won't get to see the replay, but if you get to have another look and see the highlights of that, you'll see that he delays the pass really well, and that's what set the try up.
Kandy Sports Club were the first to get the points on the board, and here they are breaking the shackles and scoring the first try. Will it be the opening of floodgates, and Vijay Singh keeps his 100% record intact, 2 out of 2. Has already increased his tally to 5 points, whereas Danushka Ranjan is now the only try scorer of the Dialog Rugby League.
Oh, look, there's a couple of Kandy players off-screen viewers that have had a head knock. I'm not sure the name of the CH&FC player that took the ball straight into contact. Actually, it was a really great run, I thought. He was one of the first ones that have been really direct and actually spotted a gap and tried to go straight through it. The gap closed because 2 Kandy players came together. They had a head knock. They're both going and having a little HIH assessment on the far side.
Seems like it's Aganuka Disanaika who's left the field for Kandy. CH&FC straight away owning a penalty. And it was Sasankari Ratna's run that Paul was describing, straightening it out, trying to go through that gap. Just very strong lad and has plenty pace under him as well. Samuel Madhuanta given the first chance to kick CH onto the scoreboard, get 3 points for his team, open his club rugby career account. And Madhuanta, as we all know, is very much capable of clearing this distance. We've seen him drop kicking from 50 meters out.
Yeah, look, the last time they had a penalty just on their side of halfway, and I thought he might have had a pop at goal then, and that ball that goes straight down the middle, and he opens his account in the senior ranks in the club rugby season here. Samuel Marawanka is a prodigious talent. There's a lot of things expected of this young man, and the reason why everyone wants to see him do so well is because he's such a great talent. He plays with so much heart. His standards never drop. He's on screen there, and I expect him to kick a lot of points this year.
Fasil Marija restarts the game. As CH&FC, Madhuanta now. Confidence after those 3 points. Dharmapala thinks about the quick line out and decides against it. Udangamu was there to collect that ball from Dharmapala. And all photographs and videos of the Dialog Club Rugby League is available for purchase at very, very reasonable rates. Do call us on 0777-839-829, or you may contact us on info@thepapare.com to collect those brilliant captures by the Papare photographers. And also you can purchase these matches as well. As Kandy get into a quick move, good tackle coming in. And Surya Bandara show and go, sniping through. Good cover defense coming in from Madhuranga, Hassan Madhuranga. And wasn't that bundled into touch? The referee says lost forward, but it clearly did look like he was bundled into touch. CH with the advantage, opts to kick. They will receive a scrum there, but Kandy very unlucky.
Yeah, look, they spread the ball wide. They're a little bit of a Fijian pass, the one through the legs. That was excellent play, but we spoke about Suri's attacking prowess from around the scrum and around the fringes. You saw him, there wasn't even a gap. It was half a gap. And man, you saw him skip away. He sort of jumped out of one tackle. He gave a little show and go, and then he was away. And he's so fast and nimble on his feet. He just got taken down by the covering winger.
CH&FC now need to get out of jail. 3 points to 10 at almost the halfway mark. They'll be very happy. And Rohit Rajapaksa, dear oh me, dear me. When your skipper and your fly off just that, just before half time, which could very, very easily gift another try, another score to Kandy Sports Club. It's not going to help the confidence of CH lads, because I just said 3 points to 10. They will be very happy going into half time.
Yeah, look, I've got to say that pass wasn't the best, but when you're a metre from your own try line, why would you pass it back 10 metres behind your try line to kick out? Why not pass to the middle and pass to maybe Leek Eagle and let him take the ball up, set a ruck, and then kick from there where you've got a more secure place. But here we are, Kandy a metre away.
Dangamu that time trying to get his name on the scoreboard. Very well defended there by CH&FC. Kandy will be determined to go in with another score, because it's not a very great performance by their standards. They will be very disappointed, and Sean Vijay Singh, Kandy coach, will have plenty to talk about. Kandy keeping it close with the forwards. Marija now gives an inside ball, but CH defense is good. Kandy with the advantage. Pops the ball out, loses the ball in contact, so they will get the penalty. Will they go for 3 or will they look to finish this first half with a strong try?
Look, the time's up on the clock, as you can see, viewers. Obviously, that's not the referee's clock, but time is up and sanity prevails. They decide to take the points.
Skippy Viraratna comes in and says, okay, let's finish this off with 3 more points to Tilna Vijayasinghe, which should be a piece of cake, regulation for him. So Kandy looking to go into half-time, 13 points to 3 with a 10-point lead if this kick is successful.
So the reason why Kandy backs are so dangerous in attack is because they're number 10, Fazal. He takes the ball moving forward, takes it really flat, and because his skills with ball in hand are so good, he can take the ball running with players right on top of him, the defensive line being right there, and he can still move the ball out of his hands. And that means the defensive line has got so much pressure on them that it's really easy for an attacking team to come. And so they're always going to get over the advantage line just because of the running lines and the depth that he has, or lack of depth. He just puts so much pressure on the defense just from where he stands.
There go viewers, 13 points to 3. Kandy with a 10-point lead, although it was 40 minutes up on our clock. Remember, there was plenty of stoppage due to the CH&FC number 8, Chatura Dilshan, who had to be stretchered out due to a nasty-looking cut on his face. Kandy securing the restart, no problem there for them. Surya Bandara feeds into Soiru Anthony. Bandara with the kick. Dharmapala is chasing it out, but that will be kicked out on the full. So CH&FC will have a chance in Kandy's half. We haven't seen the line in motion very well and that's partly due to Kandy's brilliance in rushing in their defensive line.
Yeah, it's the rushing defensive line. It's the disconnect between the halfback and the number 10. It's the number 10 standing too deep. There's lots of reasons why we're not seeing 12-13 with the ball. So what we want to see is just a clear, clean ball from the line out. Maybe they can just have a little driving maul to get the ball sorted out. They might be able to set up something here.
CH&FC keeping the ball close to their forwards. Kandy is strong in defense, but CH managed to hold it out. Terence goes into contact. Pyum Jayasinghe now controlling things around the fringes. That wasn't a very good pass. Rohit Rajapaksa goes into contact and loses the ball. And with Kandy Sports Club, you are going to get to play. Dhanush Karanjan gives it out to Vilvara. Willie, too strong for 2 tackles. Rajapaksa won't get to the Anuradha Vilvara. Welcome back to Rugby League. We've missed you. And Anuradha Vilvara, right on the money.
Well, what a superstar that man is. Straight through 2 tackles, breaks through 2 tackles. It looked like he was going to be tackled for sure, but all those squats and leg presses that he does during pre-season, all the strength he has in his legs, that's what gets him through those points of contact. He had too much pace to go around and went around the outside. Made it look easy, but that wasn't an easy try to score. He's a fantastic finisher.
Pocket dynamo, Anuradha Vilvara. Small man, but has plenty of strength, plenty of pace. And remember, he was one of those players who were known and feared in the Asian 7 circuit before he got injured. We haven't seen him in the Sri Lankan colours. He did go out for the World 7 Series qualifiers, but couldn't make a big impact as Tilna Vijayasinghe has absolutely no problem keeping his 100% record intact, and referee says that's No problem, confirms. And there's more time to play in this first half. As Kandy is slowly but surely steering their way away from CH&FC. They've already managed to collect 20 points on the board.
Well, not as slow as CHR at getting from behind their try line up to take the kickoff. And that's a bad sign. Their body language is not showing that they're eager to get back into the contest. Lager will be happy to get them back into the changing room to have a little word, because they need to stop slouching and dropping their shoulders and pick themselves up. They've got 40 minutes to go. More than 40 minutes, because we're still in the first half.
And remember, until the last few minutes, they were in contention, 3 points to 10. They were right up there. Kandy now, they've gotten confidence. They're 20 minutes up, 20 points up on the board. Wilber again. This time bundled into touch. Has lost the ball forward, and referee ThePapare decides that's it for the first half. So interesting performance by CH&FC. Yes, they had their flaws, but a very much improved performance from last year's side that we saw. But Kandy Sports Club will not be very happy with the 20 points that they've collected. They would have expected to go out there and go out with a better energy. 3 points to 20 is the halftime confirmation.
Yeah, look, there's a lot for both coaches to work on. Let's get that straight. It looked like early on, probably for the first half an hour, that both teams were very rusty, and as you'd expect coming into the season opener. But Kandy have seemed to be the ones that have managed to click earlier, and we spoke before the game that's probably going to be the case because of their pre-season. So as we go into half-time, 20 points to 3 to Kandy.
Technique, tactics, attack, defense, pattern. Back to the board, the rugby analysis.
The breakdown, end-to-end Sri Lankan rugby.
ThePapare.com කරපු සංකල්පය ලංකාවේ ක්‍රීඩක ක්‍රීඩිකාවන්ට ඉතාම ධෛර්යයක්. ඔවුන්ගේ අදහස් ක්‍රීඩා තොරතුරු ඊට අමතරව ශ්‍රී ලාංකිකයෙක් වශයෙන් මට ආඩම්බර විය හැකි මේ අලුත් සංකල්ප ක්‍රීඩා ලෝකයට ගෙනීම ගැන මම ඇත්තටම ThePapare.com එකට ස්තුතිවන්තයි.
What you think? The first rule is trust yourself.
Fitness Diaries, in a mission to uplift the fitness arena in Sri Lanka.
You follow Sri Lankan sports, obviously, even while you're traveling. How do you do that?
Well, I always keep an eye on the cricket. I know the match is starting in a few more minutes. and the internet is a great way to do it. And initiatives like ThePapare.com, and it gives us so much information, excellent access, excellent insights. And I've noticed now that I played the game. There are a huge amount of cricket fans out there. They look at things in so much detail. They demand detail much more than we have a video analyst for us. Incredible. These guys want even more detail when it comes to reading about the game and so I think the ThePapare.com provides all of that beautifully. So congratulations and well done to the ThePapare.com, because for people like me and for millions of other cricket fans around the world to have a deep insight, an intricate look into sports, and also follow live scores, results, and news, that's an ideal way.
Well, you're at the right place, sharing the passion here with Kumar Sangakkara. Kumar, thanks very much for joining us here.
Sports වලට ඔයගොල්ලෝ කැමතිද?
අනිවාර්යෙන්.
ඔව්. නෑ හොඳටම අඩුයි.
Yeah, of course. අඩුයි.
ඔව්. කවදාසම ස්පෝර්ට් එක?
Football.
Cricket.
Basketball.
අපේ UFC වගේ දේවල් නම් සමහර බලනවා.
Fun and rally විතරයි.
කැමතිම ක්‍රීඩකයෙක් ඉන්නවද කියලා?
අරවින්ද ඩි සිල්වා, අර්ජුන රණතුංග,
සංගක්කාර.
ඒ සරත් ජයසූරිය 96 ටීම් එකම හොඳයි.
සමහර විශ්ලේෂණයන් තියෙනවා ඒවා සමහරලාවට හරියන්නත් පුළුවන් වරදින්නත් පුළුවන් කෝසල.
ක්‍රිකට් කියන්නේ අවිනිශ්චිත ක්‍රීඩාවක් ධනුෂ්කයා. අපි දන්නේ මොනවද සිදුවන්නේ කියලා. ගොඩක් දේ කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් පිටියෙන් පිටත. නමුත් සියල්ල සිදුවන්නේ පිටිය තුලදී.
පිටියේ ඈත මෑත කතා වෙන්න පුළුවන්, පිටියේ ඇතුලේ කතා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ ක්‍රිකට් විශ්ලේෂණාත්මකව ඔබට සම කරන්නට අපි සූදානම්ින් ඉන්නවා පිටියේ කතා තුලින්. රැඳෙන්න අපිත් එක්ක ThePapare.com ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ප්‍රමුඛතම ක්‍රීඩා වෙබ් අඩවිය සමග.
Huge amount of cricket fans out there. They look at things in so much detail. They demand detail much more than we have a video analyst for us. Incredible. These guys want even more detail when it comes to reading about the game and so I think the ThePapare.com provides all of that beautifully. So congratulations and well done to the ThePapare.com, because for people like me and for millions of other cricket fans around the world.
What's happening here? The chance for
technique, tactics, attack, defense, pattern. Back to the board, the rugby analysis.
Breakdown, end-to-end Sri Lankan Rugby.
ThePapare.com කරපු සංකල්පය ලංකාවේ ක්‍රීඩක ක්‍රීඩිකාවන්ට ඉතාම ධෛර්යයක්. ඔවුන්ගේ අදහස් ක්‍රීඩා තොරතුරු ඊට අමතරව ශ්‍රී ලංකිකෙක් වශයෙන් මට ආඩම්බර විය හැකි මේ අලුත් සංකල්ප ක්‍රීඩා ලෝකයට ගෙනීම ගැන මම ඇත්තටම papare.com එකට ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා.
What you think? The first rule is trust yourself.
Fitness Diaries, in a mission to uplift the fitness arena in Sri Lanka.
ස්පෝර්ට්ස් වලට ඔයගොල්ලෝ කැමතිද?
අනිවාර්යෙන්.
ඔව්. නෑ හොඳටම අඩුයි.
Yeah, of course. අඩුයි යත්.
ඔව්. කවදාසම ස්පෝර්ට් එක?
ෆුට්බෝල්.
ක්‍රිකට්. බාස්කට්බෝල්.
අපේ UFC වගේ දේවල් නම් සවන බැලනවා.
ෆන් ඇන් රැලි විතරයි.
කැමතිම ක්‍රීඩකයෙක් ඉන්නවද කියලා?
අරවින්ද ඩිසිල්වා, අර්ජුන රණතුංග,
සංගක්කාර.
ඒ සරත් ජයසූරිය 96 ටීම් එකම හොඳයි.
සමහර විශ්ලේෂණයන් තියෙනවා ඒවා සමහරලාවට හරියන්නත් පුළුවන් වරදින්නත් පුළුවන් කෝසල.
ක්‍රිකට් කියන්නේ අවිනිශ්චිත ක්‍රීඩාවක් ධනුෂ්කයා. අපි දන්නේ මොනවද සිදුවන්නේ කියලා. ගොඩක් දේ කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් පිටියෙන් පිටත. නමුත් සියල්ල සිදුවන්නේ පිටිය තුලදී.
පිටියේ ඈත මෑත කතා වෙන්න පුළුවන් පිටියේ ඇතුලේ කතා වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඒ ක්‍රිකට් විශ්ලේෂණාත්මකව ඔබට සම කරන්නට අපි සූදානම්ින් ඉන්නවා පිටියේ කතා තුලින් රැඳෙන්න අපිත් එක්ක ThePapare.com ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ප්‍රමුඛතම ක්‍රීඩා වෙබ් අඩවිය සමග.
Huge amount of cricket fans out there. They look at things in so much detail. They demand detail much more than we have a video analyst for us. Incredible. These guys want even more detail when it comes to reading about the game and understanding. So I think ThePapare.com provides all of that beautifully. So congratulations and well done to ThePapare.com because for people like me and for millions of other cricket fans around the world.
Welcome back to the live action brought to you from Racecourse. Second half of the season opener, CH&FC hosting Kandy Sports Club here at Racecourse, and it's been an interesting first half. Kandy not turning up entirely, but managing to get 20 points to their name. On the other hand, CH&FC, they did put on a very decent show in their measure up until maybe the 35th minute, but letting Kandy get away. Get 2 tries in the closing 5 minutes as CH&FC kick starts.
It's a nice take there by Kandy. Great elevation there by the man who took the ball, and that's really why they've got such a great driving maul there. I want to have a just keep that forward momentum going. Get up over the halfway line. Surya Bandara looks like he's going to box kick there. He does. It's a great contestable kick. Kandy seem to have the ball again. They're 12-13 metres inside the half.
Now Marija gives it to Veeratna. Now Ranjan changes direction, goes through the gap that opens up, but very good counter attack by CH&FC, managing to get hold of the ball, turning it over. Madhuanta opts to kick that ball right to the hand of Richard Dharmapala. Beg your pardon, that's Anuruddha Wilbur. Collected that ball. Now Vijay Tunga goes through the middle. Kandy showing some urgency in the second half. Might have gotten a hearing from their coach Vijay Singh. As Thilna Vijay Singh, the fullback, kicks it to Madhuanta, who puts the ball right up in the air. Goes into contact with Fazil Marija. It was brave by Madhuanta. Now Kandy sending it out wide. Veeraratne straightening it in. Should have passed, should have given it to the man outside. And Fazil Marija tackled very well by Lee Kegel. Should have gotten out of the way. He's in the way of the ball. So presenting advantage to Kandy, as you see. Yakub Ali, who's come in place of Ganuka Disanayaka. Anthony now shows and goes. Brilliant show and go by Sir Anthony. Good break. Offloads to Veeraratne. Veeraratne now gives it out to Jason Disanayaka. Kandy Sports Club making early inroads into the CH red zone. Now Ashan Darlin coming around Vijay Tunga. Thilna Vijay Singh. That is a silly mistake by Disanayaka. Rohit Rajapaksa collaring Fazil Marija. They're good friends normally. This time,
yeah, look, Fazil was lucky to get away with that because the whistle had gone and he went in with a little late charge just to say I'm still here. I may be retiring, but I'm still a force. And you saw what he can do as well. He sort of had a half gap. He went through the hole, but it's his execution of the basic skills that is so excellent. His ball placement was strong, and they managed to get the ball back, even though it looked like Lee Kegel was on the wrong side, and CH were lucky to get away with that one.
Replacement coming in for CH&FC. Front row. Pulasti Bandara going out, making way for a substitution to come in, and Sasanka Ariyaratne this time. A strong run out the ball, Ariyaratne, although he's a small man. Kandy trying to put pressure in that ruck. CH coming away with it. Samuel Madhuanta, brilliant work, absolutely brilliant work from the in goal to the halfway mark. The forwards will be saying thank you very much. Young Samuel, you've given us a lifeline.
Yeah, him and the referee actually. The referee gave him a little lifeline there because they took the ball outside the 22. The ruck formed just outside the 22, got pushed back inside the 22. So, and then they kicked the ball out on the full, so that actually should have been back a little bit further. But Kandy will take it because Kandy with the ball in hand have been very dangerous in the second half. And they're only 4 minutes into it.
Yet again, not very encouraging in the forward aspect because Kandy has straight away opted to go for a short line out. First game of the season, you want to see all the tricks the forwards have been rehearsing. Dimitri Vijayatunga out of the back pass. Yoshida Rajapaksa was in his right to contest that ball. Nobody cleared him, but Rohit Rajapaksa makes a mockery of his brother's good work and loses the ball in front, and he will have to take a hard look at today's game because he's gifted 2 tries in the first half and he's not helping in the start of the second half either. It was very good work done by Yoshida Rajapaksa, who's pounced on the fact that there was no man clearing him out. He was right on the top of that ball, and Coach Laga has decided that it's time the skipper comes to the bench, and Shamli Bura comes in as the fly-off. Big lad for a fly-off. Bura has a very good boot on him as well. We'll see what he can do as the number 10. Udangamu breaks and gives it to Surya Bandara. Thilna Vijay Singh. It was not a very good timed run. Kandy still with possession. Wijetunga gives it out to Ashan Darlin. Only one man securing that ball for Kandy. They need to be very careful. Yakubali gives it out. Now Gayan Weeraratne stuck, and Fasil Marija, given space, is very, very dangerous. Didn't have the support and lost his footing there. Tilna Vijayasinghe puts in a little chip. It's a foot race, and CH will be very much relieved that they managed to score it there. So that will be a 22-meter dropout.
Yeah, that's right. So it looked like the ball was forced there, and I'm happy that that happened, because that little chip kick from behind your own try line, something you'd probably see from under 10s. So I'll tell you what, CH&FC are really just holding on here. They need to somehow get out of this malaise that they're in at the moment. They're a little bit lethargic. Their body language isn't saying, right, let's turn this whole game around. They need someone to step up and do something spectacular and fire their team up, because Kandy are dominating every facet of play.
Anuruddha Vilvara brought down. Now Vijayasinghe feeding the ball to Yaqub Ali. Straightens things up. Very good run by Ali. Gayan Weeraratne stands in as the number 10, gives it to Marija. Tilna Vijayasinghe. He's been a revelation for Kandy last season and earned his... Now this could be the moment that Paul was talking about, but what a tackle by Tilna Vijayasinghe. Brilliantly done. And Kandy now in the counter. That was not expected by Pathirana. Oh, little bit of Nalaka Virakodi coming in from Samuel Madhuanta that time. That would have been one of... It was Madhuanta's former kicking coach, Nalaka Virakodi, the Kandy legend, the Kandy kicking coach. He would have had a sly smile on his face with Madhuanta doing that. Seems like a CH player is down.
Yeah, look, there's big, heavy contact there right on the sideline. It looked like 3 players were running full pace all together, and they came to a screaming halt. But we saw the great play on this side, on the near side to you, viewer, as you're watching. You saw great counter ruck there by CH&FC. They made the tackle, then they drove over the top of the ball. They managed to secure the ball, passed the ball out to the winger. The winger is a one-on-one with the opposite winger, and then decides to pass to a lock forward. It's like passing to someone with this handbrake on, and then all of a sudden the whole attack sort of slowed right down. So I actually thought he might have been able to attack the winger, kick ahead. That might have been a better option for him, because he might not get another opportunity like that. Ball comes in, Kandy continue on.
Absolutely, Paul, because the Kandy defender would have had to turn back around and chase that ball, whereas CH was on the front foot, like you mentioned. But CH need to try and take a good hard look at their line out. They've lost another line out, gifting possession to Kandy. Damit Disanayaka now. Straight him back in. Kandy keeping the ball close to the fringes, using the shotgun method. And they lose the ball forward. Weeraratne, I beg your pardon, Dimitri. That time I was not happy for something.
Look, Dimitri's been a bit stroppy all half, actually. Every contact he's in, he seems to give a little look or a remark to whoever's just tackled him. So he's come out and he's a little bit angry. If he can channel that anger into contact, then he'll do well.
Quick reminder to all of you, these pictures are coming live to you on www.thepapare.com. Dialog TV Channel 1 and on My TV. And we will be telecasting all these games, all the 4 games of the opening week. And Imanga Aryapala, former Army Sports Club centre, coming in for CH&FC, another player who has loads of potential, and that's a very good kick, contestable one. Wilbera has no problem collecting it.
So referee saying, well, I'm not sure what those coming in on the wrong side, but I'm not sure how much of a ruck had formed there. But anyway, the penalty goes to Kandy, and they kick their way up to the halfway line. That's a great, very simple move. 8-9, and with an extra player coming around the outside. Simple, easy move off the back of the scrum. You know, the reason why it's so simple and effective is because it is exactly that. It's a really simple move, and just, you know, you make such great yards of it. And there's Richard Dharumpala.
It's Aniruddha Wilbera, who was the try scorer. Danced his way through and
look, there's often a seam there between the forwards and the backs, and that's the seam that that winger took advantage of then.
A little bit of dummy play by Shamdi Bura. And that was a really nice pass by Tilna Vijayasinghe, who delayed the proceedings a little, but going through is Richard Dharmapala and offloads to Dhanush Karanjan. This pairing did wonders for Sri Lanka in the Asian 7 series and combines yet again. Oh, lost forward, says the referee. That's very interesting. Dhanush Karanjan seems like he's very unhappy on that. Gave a dashing look to the assistant referee, who seemingly said, I don't have anything to do with that. It was the referee who signaled.
Yeah, look, and the referee was adamant straight away, which is a good sign. He saw it, ruled the knock on. That's what knocked it on over the line. So it's back to a 5-metre scrum to CH&FC. Now let's see how they're going to make their way out of here. We're discussing this at half time, and we thought that maybe a better option might be to pass directly across to one of your centres and then maybe reset a ruck or a maul. Instead, the number 8's going to take it off the back.
We've had a turnover straight away, and Kandy with advantage. Now sending it out wide, trading up is Dhanush Karanjan, who's denied a try. Kandy still with possession and loses the ball. Elementary. You cannot expect this from Kandy. They shouldn't rush there because they were on the counter attack. They should keep their calm and put pressure on CH, who was scrambling in their defense. All they had to do was settle down in that fringe and make sure that they get the ball out. Either side, they could have been another try.
Well, Ranjan, instead of maybe running for the hole that wasn't there, could have passed to one of the 2 extra players that were on the outside, and they could have run untouched. That might have been one way we could have scored for Kandy, but CH really, they're causing their own problems here. If you can't exit when you have a scrum on 5 metres from your own try line, if you can't exit well and get the ball out and get to the next set piece outside of your own 22, then you're always going to have problems because you're always going to be under pressure. Now, it should go the other way, actually, because it's difficult to defend when the other opposition is on their 5 metres from their own try line. You've got to make sure that you've got players back to cover the kick. So generally you have 2 players back, a winger and a fullback, at least 2, and sometimes the other winger as well. So 3 players are generally back. So that's 3 players in your back line, because everyone else is in a scrum. There's 8 men in the scrum. So it's a great opportunity to attack, But if you don't work that out early and use that as a weapon and use it as a place to attack, if you're struggling to get out of that area, you know, you need to have a good hard look at what the coaches are telling you what to do, I think.
And yet again, this time, referee not happy with the formation of the scrum. Wanting a reset of it, but Kandy Sports Club did look like they dominated that scrum. The body position was very good, very much better than of CH.
So here, what I'm talking about, what I just spoke about then, if you see on the far side of the scrum, you see one Kandy defender and you see two CH attackers. If you bring those CH players up to the try line, the passer there, then it's a 2-on-1. And so then it's an attacking position for them. So that's the type of mindset that I was talking about, where even though you're within 5 metres of your own try line, you can use it as an attack.
But this time they opt to go to Samuel Madhuante's boot to earn them a few more yards. And yes, Paul, I am with you on that, because those two players who are deep down inside their own in goal are of no use, because if they are maybe at the try line mark a little more flat, the defense will be in two minds whether to think whether to attack these players, to defend them, or to go on the open side. Kandy Sports Club, no problem with the line out. They are inside the 22. They will look to, yes, they go for driving more forward, rolling it forward, and now has been brought down. Marija. He has a decoy runner and now opting to go on the short side. Penalized, Kandy penalized for holding the ball, but so good work done by, I believe that time Dimitri seems to have left the field, and his replacement, Tarandu Chaturanga, is no different, has something to say, like Paul says, after every infringement, but CH&FC will be very much happy to have been able to get out of jail. And your daily sports update in 2 minutes, the recap, where we bring you everything that happens around you throughout the day. Make sure to log into www.thepapare.com at 7:30 every day to catch up on the action, sporting action that happened around you within 2 minutes. Good delayed pass, goes straight to Yoshida Rajapaksa. It's been good for CH this game. Bura, little bit of fancy work. Must be thanking his gods that it came back to their side. Leak Eagle, little bit of a fumble to Hashan Madhuranga, who places the ball and gets right back up on it. But how about that for a clean out from Kandy Sports Club? Although Tilna Vijay Singh decides to gift it back.
Well, not so much the clean out from Kandy, but how about the lack of clean out from CH? The urgency is so poor that every time they have the ball, they're so much under pressure. They need to just step up a little bit. They need to give another 5, maybe 10% more, and they'll get in positions earlier, and they'll be able to attack better, they'll be able to defend better. They just need to raise their intensity a little bit. They look like they're just trying to struggle to get to the end of the game.
Kandy bringing in Lasit Attanagoda in place of Ashan Darling. So 2 brand new props in the mix.
So here, let's see what CH&FC can do here. It's a great position to attack because players have to stay back for the kick. And also, so there's 3 players up on the line and the backs. And there you go.
Good move there. Yoshida Rajapaksa, very good run. That's clearly high.
Not a bad play there. Put a little chip kick into the deepest dead ball area in World Rugby. But really the option was to hold on to the ball and keep attacking, because once you get over the advantage line, it's difficult for a defensive line to reset and then come forward. So once the defensive line's backpedaling, they struggle to first set a line and then come forward. So that's when you've got an opportunity to attack. And all of the CH&FC players that were coming forward there, they should have held on to the ball, kept the ball in hand, and then maybe gone over on the outside, because there was space on the outside as well. So we see a man who's down. Is this one of those we just need a break injuries that front rowers often have?
Is it that deserves a yellow card injury? Because you can see Gayan Weeraratne with the guilty party awaiting the verdict from the referee.
Yeah, look, he was around him like a necktie, wasn't he? He was just swinging around and around his throat, and you can't really do that. So has the referee given a penalty? He's going to be bringing them back for it anyway. I wonder what the outcome will be. Has he got a yellow Christmas card there for him?
I believe he's going to get away with a slight warning. Oh no, that will be for the first yellow card of the Dialog Rugby League 2017. And the lucky winner of that is Nigel Ratwatte, who's just made to the field. And he's ordered back to go back. Take a set. Ratwatte, not something he would have been very proud of.
So here we have an opportunity here for CH. Now their attitude needs to change. Their intensity needs to come, because they've got 10 minutes now to try and make up. At the moment it's 17 points. And that kick is successful. So now it's 14 points they're behind. 2 tries and they're right back in this game. They've got 15 men over 14. So every opportunity now they have to take the initiative. If the ball goes out, try for a quick throw in. Every time they have a line out, try and get the ball in as quickly as they can. Try and move the ball and keep the ball in play as long as they can, and stretch out the Kandy defence. For Kandy, conversely, they'll try and slow the game down. Try and get from set piece to set piece, and then walk to set pieces. If they get a penalty or anything like that, they'll talk about what to do next and try and slow everything down and wait till their man comes back from the bin.
And that type of collection is definitely not going to help the CH cause, because there was some urgency, there was a spark of brightness that came through that Yoshita Rajapak's run, the inside ball that he collected from Piyum Jayasinghe, which made way for that penalty Samuel Madhuanta scored a little while ago. But CH need to be backing it up with every throw, every collection. Kandy Sports Club now with possession. Tarindu Chaturanga tries to dance his way around, but tackled very well. Satya Ranatunga came flying through, but referee has spotted an offside position by a CH&FC player.
It's a strange position he's taking the penalty to, because the offside line was never that far back. Oh, yeah, maybe it was the line out. There you go, 4th of November. Paul Toy was wrong. Happens on a daily basis around at my house. As we see Kandy lining up here to extend their lead, they'll try and use up the clock again, as I was saying earlier. They just try and tick down the clock until their man gets back on the field.
Dilna Vijayasinghe so far has had a 100% record in this game. Kandy yet again playing their first game away from home. Vijay Singh's kick is successful, having a good day with his boot, 23 points to 6. Kandy get back the 17-point lead, and like Paul mentioned, using up precious minutes until they get Nigel Ratwatte back, but CH&FC need to hurry up. Low, you got the numerical advantage, try and hurry the game up, show some urgency and make use of the fact that you've got that numerical advantage. This is inexperience showing in the CH&FC side, whereas Kandy showed the experience, opting to go for points, taking the time, all the time that they need. But that was a very, very good restart by Madhuwanta, putting it in a very contestable area, just a meter out from the 10-meter line. But CH&FC are very happy. Their hooker is very happy to wipe the ball. Oh, Piyum Jai Singh made a mockery of that collection. Not the first time. Kandy are very happy to gain possession through that error of CH&FC, the Gymkhana club, and that's a very good up and under by Tilna Vijay Singh on a very, very contestable position. Both men who went up had a fair chance, 50-50 chance, and CH coming away with it. Back to the hands of Vijay Singh, who this time thinks of running it, but presents it back to Madhuwanta. Madhuwanta now finds Pathirana, and a double tackle follows, which brings Pathirana down. So very good work by the CH fullback, and that's some very good defense coming in on Anuruddha Vilvara.
Yeah, look, I think that CH could probably do a little bit of work on the counter-attack when they turn the ball over. They seem to, their first option is just to kick the ball away when they do turn the ball over. They should look to maybe moving the ball 2 passes and see if there's space on the outside. Because I've seen a lot of times where they turn the ball over and it's either blind side or close into the ruck, there's spaces there and because the defensive line's not set. Anyway, now they have an opportunity. They're 25, 26 metres out from the try line, right-hand side scrum. So they've got an opportunity to go. They can go down the blind side with an 8-9 move if it's a skinny blind, but there's enough room to get him player down there, or else they can bring the blind side winger in and use him in the back line. But as we see, I spoke earlier in the first half how Fazal Marisha, he really attacks the defensive line, and we can see the CH&FC number 10, and he must be, what, 15 metres behind the scrum?
Oh dear me dear, why would you want to do that with an open field at your disposal? Try to squeeze through that tiny 5 metres that you have on the blind side, having your entire line and the entire width of the field to use.
Well, if it was an 8-9 move, I could understand doing that, going that way. That's a numerical advantage, having a 9 going that way, but they didn't use the 8-9. They just had an 8 going off and running sideways. As Kandy bring the ball almost up to the halfway line. And they'll just clear this ball. And it's an interesting up and under or a box kick. Samuel Madhuwanga, he gets put under a lot of pressure. His kick comes back, but there's no one chasing from CH&FC, or no one of consequence. As we see the ball get spread wide. Said Richard Dharamapala had an opportunity there. Ball ricochets off the winger and goes into touch.
Season opener of Dialog Rugby League 2017, brought to you live and exclusive on www.ThePapare.com. And for all you viewers, today we have some back-to-back rugby. Soon after this game, we will be coming to you live from Havelock Park, where Havelock Sports Club take on the Cops Police Sports Club, new look team for Police, and Havelock Sports Club having a new coach, Coach Sanat Madis, who's been one of the most successful coaches in the school setup, taking on the club challenge for the third time. He tried his luck with CH&FC and CR&FC. This time opting to go for his hometown club, Havelock Sports Club. We'll be looking for a good performance from Havish. Whereas in the opening game today, CH&FC, they can take a lot of heart that they've managed to limit Kandy to 23 points so far this game. They'll have to do a lot of work if they are going to keep the score sheet the same. Whereas Kandy, they haven't presented you a picture of a structured attack. They've had their individual players trying to create an opportunity all around the park. CH that time will be guilty of coming in from the side and getting a penalty is Kandy Sports Club.
Gee, that ball is just so messy from the back of those rucks that no one's holding on to it. The ball placement from both teams today has been really poor. So probably the most encouraging thing for CH&FC today is that they're only 17 points behind Kandy, and they've got so much they can improve on.
Absolutely, looking at the positives from this game for CH&FC. And Nigel Ratwate is back, the man who earned the distinction of earning the first yellow card of this season, something he will be not very happy about. And swishing the nets, all you need to know about basketball in 5 minutes. Sri Lanka's first ever basketball talk show, brought to you by Lelu Mahakumar. Swishing the nets takes you around the local and the international basketball arena. So do log into www.thepapare.com to be updated about the ballers in Sri Lanka and also in the international stage. As Kandy's ball pops out from that scrum. And excuse me, mister, play for the whistle. Kandy suddenly couldn't fathom the fact that they've lost the ball. It's just dropped out and they were standing still. Luckily for them, CH&FC were too lazy to pick that ball up and run towards the try line.
Yeah, that's right. But I would have liked to have seen a call from the linesman on this side. He's 5 metres, maybe 6 metres away from where the ball got lost forward, and it was in his line of sight. He probably might have been able to say to the referee, hey, that ball's gone forward. Because obviously the referee is on the other side, unsighted. Let's see how CH&FC exit this time. Oh, interesting. You don't see that in any coaching manual. They managed to get a penalty, and they take a quick free kick. A little bit of urgency, I like it. Probably could have come while they had numerical advantage, and they could use getting another player in there to help clean out instead of just having one man over the ball. That man there, that 19 that's gone in there, he needs to hit his target. He just came in without any arms. The clean out from CH&FC's pretty untidy. Manawanka gets a wipers kick in to the other side. Whistle's gone. Great tackle after the whistle. And then there's a little discussion going on as well. Players running 30, 40 metres to come and get involved. And that was a little bit... Oh! I've got to say, the referee should blow his whistle. And those two men that ran 40 metres to be involved in that need to be shown that that's nowhere. This game is has nowhere for that. There's no place for any of that behaviour.
Absolutely, absolutely. He absolutely had no place to run all that way and get involved in something he wasn't even close to. We saw during the last school season, something similar happening, and players being reprimanded, and clearly and that person who's in a t-shirt and jeans needs to absolutely get out of the field. He has no place there. He absolutely needs to get out of the field.
So firstly, you have just the players and just the officials inside the arena.
And
that
what
guy
is he
there
doing
has
near
got nothing to do with the game, so he's got to be asked to leave the field. Firstly, that needs to happen. But as we normally see, the players on that far side of the field, they didn't hear the whistle. A tackle went on. It was pretty harmless, and then that would have been the end of it. You know, they got up. They were sort of having a little swinging handbags at 10 metres, but players running from 40 metres away and then coming in and laying the shoulder on. The mood's got a little bit dark. Maybe they could turn the lights on because the clouds have come. The sun's almost gone.
Know what you need to see in the opening game of the Dialog Rugby League, and the referee still has this outside person right up there. He needs to make sure that he leaves the field. Maybe it's the match commissioner, which is why the referees have no problem. But ThePapare.com, the epic center of sports in Sri Lanka, bringing you all the action. Looking forward to bringing you everything that is rugby. Starting from today, the Dialog Rugby League will carry on till the mid-February, where we'll be looking for the next team who will be crowned the champions of the league. Kandy Sports Club managed to collect the double last year, winning the league and the knockout league after a little bit of a heart attack because they lost to Air Force in the opening round and also to Navy Sports Club, and had to make sure that they win every single game in the second round with a bonus point to clinch the league.
I don't think the heart attack came from the players or anyone inside the team. I think the heart attack was only had by all the supporters and the fans because they weren't used to them losing those early games. But Kandy stuck to their guns, they played to their strengths, and they continued on and they did what they normally do, and that's play excellent attacking rugby and put pressure on in defence as well. Now, as you can just see in the gloom over on that side, looks like one player's already gone to the bench. Two players have gone, one from each side, and CH&FC have got the ball and the penalties for them. The referee's got to negotiate another 8 minutes of the game before the light here completely leaves us.
Absolutely, this is going to be something that the organisers will have to address. Remember, this game started off at 4 o'clock and not at 4:30, and we are losing light really fast. CH&FC with the throw-in goes to number 2. Not cleanly collected, but comes out at the back. Do excuse us because we are not able to spot the players' jersey numbers with the lighting conditions. CH still with possession, trying to attack. That was Bura, I believe. No, Bura is still outside. CH trying to go on either sides of the field. They need to show some urgency. Come on, lads. You need to be hungry for a try, and what better team to get it against?
Now look at the short numbers on the far side. CH have lost the ball. Kandy have kicked long. The ball, you might not be able to see it. It's just gone over the halfway line. Oh no, it looks like we're going back to an incident. Looks like maybe the ball was... Oh, there was an incident offside. Kandy were offside. CH have got a penalty 5 metres out. They go into the ruck. They set a ruck. They're right under the post here. Not able to see the numbers, but a great run, whoever that is. He might be almost over. He looks like he's gone almost close to the post, but the referee says it was a knock-on and contact.
And a little bit of argy-bargy. Yes, yet again coming back in. They need to focus on the game, CH&FC.
Well, here I'd want to see some of the leaders from both teams. What you do is you bring your team in close together, you remind them of the goals of the day, and you remind them of the goals of the season. So what are they trying to achieve today? How do they go about achieving those goals? They've got set tasks that each player has to do in their position. That's what you need to remind your players of. They know what they have to do at this situation. It's not the first time that they've had a scrum 5 metres from the try line. So they should just be able to go through their processes that they have. Now they've got Kandy right under the pump here. Kandy are putting the ball in there 5 metres out from their own try line, right in front of their right-hand side upright.
But unlike the Gymkhana club, remember, Kandy will not be shy running it from there in goal. They have plenty capable players to make this difficult defensive scrum an attacking one. Surya Bandara opts to kick the ball out. CH&FC winger not able to collect the ball on the outside, so there will be a scrum. Line out.
4.5 minutes to go on our clock. 23 points to 6. Kandy over CH&FC. And the CH have a line out and they're 13 metres inside the Kandy half. There's a 5-man line out, so it looks like they're going to probably throw to maybe, looks like they're setting up to throw to the front pod. Anyway, that's where Kandy's setting up to defend. Referees are having a word. I think the light has become an issue.
And we do apologize to all you viewers for the terrible picture quality that you are experiencing. It's nothing in our control. Terrible lighting conditions here. The lights haven't come on because it's not an under lights game that we are playing today. Although it does look like it's around 7 o'clock. It's only 5:49 the time. It's really, really, really dark.
Well, actually, viewers, the pictures that you're seeing on your screen are a little bit brighter just because of what the magic of the camera can adjust the lighting, and you can see the players on screen, but tell you what, there's it's difficult for the players to see what's in front of them and to see the space on the far side of the field. Now, if the referees are talking about the lighting situation at the moment, it's obvious that it's not going to get any brighter from natural light, so they must be talking about maybe turning the lights on.
The slight bright spot that you see in the middle of the field, there you go, those CH players, is the reflection from the scoreboard. The light, the little light that comes out from the scoreboard. The lights haven't come on, although this ground is equipped with lighting because this wasn't an under lights game. Seems like the referee has decided that the lights have prevailed, and that will be the end of the first game, not the way that we wanted it to happen. And Paul, now the both of us have a very difficult task of deciding who deserves the player of the game.
Well, I actually liked what Surya Bandara did at halfback for Kandy. I thought he played really well. Fazal, I thought he had a really good game while he was on as well. He put real pressure on the CH defensive line. Ranjan did everything that was asked of him. We had players there making contributions from both sides, but it was such a scrappy game. It's difficult to see him out of the match. So for me, I'd give it to Surya because of his sniping runs. He put in a couple of great kicks, but he did everything that was asked of him.
I do agree with you. So Surya Bandara, who stepped forward in place of Roshan Veeraratne, who's Kandy's regular number 9, earns the first player of the match award end of this first game, and that's the final confirmation. 6 points to 23. Kandy Sports Club won't be very happy, but CH will take a lot of heart. They've managed to limit Kandy to 23 points. Yes, an early finish because of bad lighting, but CH&FC will have to focus on a few things, but they will be very happy on this outing because last time these two teams met in the opening game, the scoreline read 96 points to 0.
Yeah, look, it was never going to be 96 points to nil with the standard of play that we saw here today. Both teams were very scrappy. There was scrappy play around the ruck and the maul. Ball security was poor. Ball presentation was poor after the tackle. Players weren't just doing some basic things correctly. The lineouts were a bit of a shambles from both sides. The scrums weren't really that stable either. Clearing the ball for CH&FC from the scrum and also the lineout was difficult. Kandy seemed to do that well, and that's probably why they attacked better. And also with Fazal at 10, their attack looked a little bit more fluid, and that's probably why they came away with the points. As far as Kandy concerned, they probably need to tighten up on their forward display. They can also tighten up on their backs as well. Their back display also, we did see moments of class. We saw players holding up the pass to put other players through a hole. We saw some strong running. I think both teams can have a look at the video on Monday, and there'll be lots of things they can work on for next week.
So there you go. That's a wrap from Racecourse. CH&FC defeated by Kandy Sports Club 6 points to 23. Until next time, which will be the next game, Havelock Sports Club taking on Police SC in a little while. Sudarshan Aperi signing off alongside Paul Michael Toya, and with the content and the technical crew signing off on ThePapare.com, sharing the passion.
Technique, tactics, attack, defense, pattern. Back to the board, the rugby analysis.
The Breakdown, end-to-end Sri Lankan Rugby.
ThePapare.com කරපු සංකල්පය ලංකාවේ ක්‍රීඩක ක්‍රීඩිකාවන්ට ඉතාම ධෛර්යයක්. ඔවුන්ගේ අදහස් ක්‍රීඩා තොරතුරු ඊට අමතරව ශ්‍රී ලංකිකයෙක් වශයෙන් මට ආඩම්බර විය හැකි මේ අලුත් සංකල්ප ක්‍රීඩා ලෝකයට ගෙනීම ගැන මම ඇත්තටම papare.com එකට ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා.
What you think? The first rule is trust yourself.
Fitness Diaries, in a mission to uplift the fitness arena in Sri Lanka.
ස්පෝර්ට්ස් වලට ඔයගොල්ලෝ කැමතිද?
අනිවාර්යෙන්.
ඔව්. නෑ හොඳටම අඩුයි.
Yeah, of course. අඩුයි යත්.
ඔව්. කවදාසම ස්පෝර්ට් එක?
ෆුට්බෝල්.
ක්‍රිකට්. බාස්කට්බෝල්.
අපේ UFC වගේ දේවල් නම් සවන බැලනවා.
ෆන් ඇන් රැලි විතරයි.
කැමතිම ක්‍රීඩකයෙක් ඉන්නවද කියලා?
අරවින්ද ඩිසිල්වා, අර්ජුන රණතුංග,
සංගක්කාර.
ඒ සරත් ජයසූරිය 96 ටීම් එකම හොඳයි.
සමහර විශ්ලේෂණයන් තියෙනවා ඒවා සමහරලාවට හරියන්නත් පුළුවන් වරදින්නත් පුළුවන් කෝසල.
ක්‍රිකට් කියන්නේ අවිනිශ්චිත ක්‍රීඩාවක් ධනුෂ්කයා. අපි දන්නේ නැහැ මොනවද සිදුවන්නේ කියලා. ගොඩක් දේ කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් පිටියෙන් පිටත. නමුත් සියල්ල සිදුවන්නේ පිටිය තුලදී.
පිටියේ ඈත මෑත කතා වෙන්න පුළුවන්, පිටියේ ඇතුලේ කතා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ ක්‍රිකට් විශ්ලේෂණාත්මකව ඔබටත් සම කරන්නට අපි සූදානම්ින් ඉන්නවා පිටියේ කතා තුලින්. රැඳෙන්න අපිත් එක්ක ThePapare.com ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ප්‍රමුඛතම ක්‍රීඩා වෙබ් අඩවිය සමග.
Huge amount of cricket fans out there. They look at things in so much detail. They demand detail much more than we have a video analyst for us. These guys want even more detail when it comes to reading about the game and So I think ThePapare.com provides all of that beautifully. So, you know, congratulations and well done to ThePapare.com, because for people like me and for millions of other cricket fans around the world,
What's happening here? The chance for
technique, tactics, attack, defense, pattern. Back to the board, the rugby analysis.